Hello again, and welcome back. I'm Matthew Gore, and this is December 3rd, so it's time to discover what is concealed behind door number 3 of this year's Inkvent calendar. Let's take a look. This ink is called Solar Storm. I can't think of why that would have anything to do with Christmas, but luckily there's something to distract us. This is our first chameleon ink. According to Diamine and a post on Reddit from Pen Chalet, a chameleon ink is a shimmer ink with a much brighter shimmer than usual, and that changes color on paper depending on the angle of the light. I'll admit that I had hoped that chameleon inks would be chroma shading inks or inks that change color depending on the paper, but I'm certainly curious to see what we get here. I'm going to swatch this ink on my color ring on Tomoe River 68 GSM and Midori. Before I shake this up, I'm going to take a look at the bottom of the bottle and see whether the glitter looks any different here. There's some glitter. It looks gold or maybe green. I guess we'll see. The ink here is a nice dark blue purple. That's a good start. As this dries, I'm definitely starting to see some bright shimmer. It looks greenish now. With all of these inks dry, the base color looks very similar on all three papers, except where the Midori has warmed up the tone a little bit. But it looks like there's also some brownish, rusty looking color in the heaviest areas, and the glitter still looks yellow-green. The brown sheen, or sort of sludgy looking stuff, is a lot heavier on the Midori, as you can see here. Maybe we'd better see how this reacts to the light. This is my coloring swatch, and I'll just tilt this a bit in the light. I'm not really sure what to make of this. This looks like a pretty standard glittery ink to me. Maybe they're calling inks chameleon if the glitter is a different color than the ink? Let me check out the Tomoe River swatch. Yep, this looks about the same to me. Interesting. I guess this is something that's going to require further investigation. Well, I don't have any other purple inks that have glitter in them, but just looking at the color of the base ink here, Birmingham Pop Art Purple is very similar, and Robert Oster's Monsoon Clouds is pretty close too. Krishna's Overcast Deep Lilac is not too far off, And Noodler's 1984 version 3 is also pretty close. Birmingham's Elderberry and Violet Starling are both a bit redder and less saturated. Now, a quick look at a writing sample. First, let's see how this sample reacts to different angles of light. We do get some very bright greenish gold shimmer at some angles. It is probably brighter than some of the shimmer inks that I've used in the past. Otherwise, this looks like a shimmer ink to me. Maybe I'm missing something. I'm certainly no expert when it comes to shimmer inks. Anyway, let's take a closer look at that writing sample. This is Cosmo Air Snow paper, and that Pen BBS pen is just decorative. I wrote this with a Kaigaloo nib. The ink flowed nicely on the wet side of average, and in the lighter areas of each stroke, we get a nice little pop of purple blue, which disappears into nearly black purple on the heavy end. I get even better shading in this drier nib, which is a long knife grind, but still fairly broad. Well, I'm really curious to hear what you think about this one. Is a chameleon ink any different from a shimmer ink? Let me know. And that's it. Again, please take a second to like this video and subscribe if you haven't already. It's a huge help for smaller channels like this. And I'll see you back here again tomorrow with another new bottle of ink. Stay safe out there, everyone.